Welcome back, children. So coming to today's class in ray optics, we'll be discussing about telescope. See, in the previous classes I told you about simple microscope and compound microscope. So those two are called as microscopic devices. Okay, now coming to the macroscopic device, the first device which we study here is a telescope. Okay, we know we use this telescope for observing objects which are far away from us, that is a distant object. So similar to a compound microscope, even in telescope we will be making use of two lenses, that means two converging lenses will be used. The first one is called objective lens. Okay, and this is going to be towards the object, and eye lens facing our eye. Okay, look at the construction first. Okay, since your object is at a large distance from us, the first lens which is facing the object is large in aperture. Okay, so to get enough amount of intensity of the image, we take a large aperture of the objective. This is your objective lens. Okay, we will study the first case here, case 1, when image is at infinity. Okay, what do you call this adjustment as? When image is formed at infinity, we call this as normal adjustment. Okay, so since the object is at infinity, the rays which are coming from infinity, a parallel beam of rays coming from a distant object, will come and converge at the focus. Okay, so this is where you get a inverted image, okay, which is at a distance of f0, focal length of objective lens. Okay, I'll call this point as f0. So we are first bringing the rays from infinity, converging it at focus of the objective lens, so that we get a diminished inverted image at the focus of the first lens, that is the objective lens. And now we are going to magnify this image by using a second lens, which is called the eye lens. So the size of eye lens should be smaller than the objective lens. Objective, we took large aperture so that we get enough amount of light from infinity and your image formed is a brighter image. But once you get the brighter image, we don't need a very big lens here. A lens of smaller aperture is sufficient. So this is your second lens. The distance between the two lenses is again adjustable, similar to a compound microscope. So see that the eye lens is such that the image formed by the objective lens coincides with the focus of eye lens. Okay, so from here to here, this is the focus of eye lens. I will call this distance as f. So where is the image of the objective lens formed at focus of eye lens? So if object is at focus, we know image will be at infinity. Okay, these two are infinite. Okay, parallel rays, they meet at infinity. So now if you place your eye close to the eye lens, we can see a magnified image of the object which is at a very far away from the surface or from this particular telescope. So what exactly is the telescope doing? The first lens is bringing the object closer to you. Second lens is producing the magnification. So magnification is only by the eye lens, not by the objective lens. So if I take this angle as alpha, angle subtended by this object, okay, for the second lens this is the object at this particular point or at the objective lens, if I call this as alpha, and I take this angle as beta. So here magnification is defined as angular magnification, tan beta by tan alpha. Okay, find out what is tan beta by tan alpha. So from this triangle, if I take this as h dash, tan beta is equal to h dash by fe divided by tan alpha is equal to h dash divided by f naught. So what is the magnification produced equal to? H dash will anyway get cancelled. Is it f naught divided by fe? Okay, we give a minus sign to show that the final image is inverted. So this is your magnification produced by a telescope when your image is at infinity. Then what is the length of the telescope? We know length is the distance between the two lenses. How much is the length? From this point to this point, it is f0 plus fe. So length of telescope in normal adjustment is f0 plus fe. So this is your first case of an astronomical telescope. Okay, since you are getting an inverted image, so we have a minus sign here. Magnification is f0 by fe. Now tell me, to have a better magnification, how will you choose f0 and fe? f0 should be larger, fe should be smaller. So what is the condition you can mention for objective lens? Objective lens should have large focal length and large aperture, and eye lens should have small focal length and small aperture to have a better magnification. So this is all about the first case when image is at infinity. Now let's look into the second case when image is at near point. To the second case of a telescope when image is at near point. Okay, again we will be making use of two lenses. The first lens, objective lens, which is of large aperture, so that we get enough light from the distant object and a bright image is formed. So rays coming from infinity will come and converge at focus of objective lens. Okay, this is subtending an angle alpha. Now this becomes object for the second lens. What is the name we give to the second lens? It's called the eye lens. Keep the eye lens close to the objective lens such that this image is formed within the focus of eye lens. Okay, this point is focus of objective lens. But where is the image formed? It is not formed exactly at the focus of eye lens. It is formed within the focus of eye lens. So adjust the distance between the two lenses such that the final image, okay, I am completing the ray diagram. A ray passing through the center will go undeviated. Parallel to principal axis will pass through its focus. These two are diverging rays. Adjust the distance between the lenses such that your final image is formed at least distance of distinct vision. Okay, so this adjustment we call it as near point adjustment. That means when image is at near point. So this is how you can show the formation of image in case of second case of telescope. So measure this angle. Let this be beta. This is f0, small f0. The distance from object to lens, I will call this as UE. Object distance for eye lens. So now what will be magnification? Tan beta by tan alpha. Tan beta is h dash by UE divided by h dash by f0. So you will get this ratio as f0 divided by UE. We know the value of f0, but UE value cannot be measured because it is the distance from the image formed by the objective lens till the eye lens. Since we do not know the value of UE, I will modify this relation by using lens formula. See, for the second lens, I am going to apply the lens formula. Tell me, what is the focal length I have taken for this lens? FE. Okay, 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. I am applying this relation for eye lens. Okay, focal length is written as FE. Image is formed at least distance of distinct vision. Object distance is minus UE with sign convention. Put all the values in your lens formula. 1 by FE is equal to 1 by minus D plus 1 divided by UE. Since we need the value of F0 divided by UE, I will multiply the whole equation with F0. So multiply this with F0. F0 by FE is minus F0 by D plus F0 divided by UE. Okay, we know this term itself is magnification. Bring this to the left hand side. F0 by FE plus F0 by capital D is equal to magnification. Take out F0 by FE common from these two relations. Okay, if I take out F0 by FE common, okay, here I am writing F0 divided by FE if I write common. F naught by Fe has come out 1 plus F naught has come out. There is no Fe here. You will get it as Fe divided by D, and this is equal to magnification. So what is your formula for magnification in case of near point, image formed at near point? Okay, I can write the formula for magnification. Okay, I'll write this side. What is your relation for magnification? Minus shows an inverted image, F naught by Fe into 1 plus D by, 1 plus Fe divided by D. So this gives you the expression for magnification produced by a telescope. Remember, only second lens is going to produce the magnification, and which is given by this relation. So this is your second case when image is formed at near point. So these are the two cases, but in both the cases, what is the nature of the image, final image? It's not an erect image, it is an inverted image. But if you are observing terrestrial objects, okay, getting an inverted image would be a disadvantage. So to overcome this disadvantage, that means if you want to get an erect image, okay, observing astronomical bodies in inverted image is not a problem. But if you are observing terrestrial objects and you are getting an inverted image, then your image looks opposite to whatever is existing. So to avoid this, we make a small modification in this arrangement and we can get a terrestrial telescope. Okay, so let's see how a terrestrial telescope is going to operate. So even before that, tell me what is the length of the telescope in this case. Previously it was F naught plus Fe. Now length is F naught plus UE. Okay, for the second case, length of the telescope becomes F naught plus UE. So let's look into terrestrial telescope now. Coming to a terrestrial telescope, okay, to get an erect image instead of an inverted image, look at what modification we are going to make in case of a telescope. So I'll show you one ray diagram. This is your objective lens, okay, which is generally of large aperture. Okay, we know rays are coming from infinity. I'll show minimum number of rays, only 3. They come and converge at focus of objective lens. This is F naught. Now in between objective and eye lens, we are going to introduce one more lens which is called as erecting lens. So this lens is going to convert this inverted image into an erect image. Now this is your objective lens. Now I am going to make use of one more lens at the center. This is called an erecting lens. Okay, see that the image formed by objective lens is at center of curvature of this erecting lens. Tell me what would happen if object is at center of curvature. We know from the properties of lenses, image will be formed at center of curvature. No magnification, same size, but inverted image will become erect image. So the second lens, this lens is going to make it into horizontal, vertical position. Inverted image is being corrected into erect image. Now this lens will give an image. This is the image. Now followed by this we have our eye lens. The third lens is your eye lens. So if this image is formed at focus of eye lens, where will the final image be at? Infinity. Okay, extend the rays backward. Now you can check. Previously we have got an inverted image of the object. Now we are getting the erect image of that particular object. Tell me what correction did we make here? We have just introduced one more lens in between objective and eye lens, so that this lens is going to make this inverted image into an erect image. But remember, when you use a number of lenses like this, as the number of lenses increase, intensity of the final image will gradually decrease. So the image what we get here will be much dull and less intense when compared with previous. So at the cost of intensity, we are going to get an erect image. So this is the construction of a terrestrial telescope. But as aperture of the lenses also becomes bigger and bigger, there are some defects which come into the image. So we'll study this aberrations of lenses or defects of lenses in our next class. But for the time being, tell me what will be the magnification here. There is no change in the formula for magnification. F0 divided by Fe without a minus sign. And what is the length? Distance between objective and eye lens. So from here to here it is F0 plus. So this is the center of curvature of the erecting lens. So center of curvature is double the focus. So 2 times focal length of erecting lens. From here to here 2 times focal length of erecting lens. I'll write it as F dash and F dash. For this lens I'll take the focus as Fe dash plus distance from C to this point. It is focal length of eye lens. So what will be the total length of the telescope? Focal length of objective lens plus 4 times the focal length of erecting lens plus focal length of eye lens. This will give you the length of a terrestrial telescope. And formula for magnification will remain as it is, F0 divided by Fe. So this is regarding terrestrial telescope. But I told you, in the next class I will discuss what are the defects in this particular telescope and how we are going to modify this refracting telescope into a reflecting telescope.